Hello students, welcome to the second episode of the French Revolution Chapter 1 Standard 9. In this video, you are going to learn about the second part of the chapter. Okay, what we saw earlier, the earlier part we have come across the reasons for the revolution, social causes, economic cause, political cause, and the video ended with the subsistence crisis. Now, what are we going to see in this? It's a continuation of the first episode. Again, we are going to continue with the causes. In this part, we are going to see the important cause, that is intellectual cause. So, intellectual cause, what it is going to say, and the next one is immediate cause. So, in these two areas alone, I am going to teach you through the way of this video. Can we start now? During the 18th century, a very big change arose in the French society. What change? In the third estate, business class people, they started investing their money in the overseas trade. Because of this particular reason, what happened, their economy was increased. But even though they became rich, they were not at all recognized by the first and the second estate people. So one side, a new class emerged in the French society. On the other side, the intellectuals, that is educated people, they started thinking differently, specifically from the side of the government. They wanted to bring a very big change in the government, especially in the politics. So whatever the new ideas they got, that they started giving it in the form of writing. Especially three philosophers, John Locke, Montesquieu, and the third one is Rousseau. These three great philosophers, they gave different theories about how a government should be. And whatever the ideas they got, that they wanted to give it to the people. Where do they give their ideas? They gave their ideas where the people gathers, in the place of coffee shop, in the place of saloons, etc. After listening their speech, people now realized in what way they are all cheated by the first and the second estate as well as by the ruler. Now people wanted a change. How they would have brought the change? Can we see the next slide? Even though France follows the monarchical system, they have a set of rules and regulations, especially for the ruler when he imposes the taxes. So this was followed in the old regime. Old regime means old period. So this system, before a ruler imposes a tax, he has to consult, and through the way of voting system alone, he has to take a decision regarding tax issues. But this system was completely disappeared. Now a situation arose for Louis XVI that he wanted to impose more tax now because economy is very poor. In this situation, he invited the estate representatives. It is called in the name of estate general. From each estate, 300 representatives were called, but from third estate, totally 600 representatives they have gathered. With lots of hopes and expectations, third estate people, they collected lots of letters in their hand to hand over to the rulers, and they decided to express their grievances, and above all, they thought that through the way of this election system, their problems will be solved. But the situation was totally upside down. Here the election system was conducted, and third estate people were not honored, and they were standing during the time of election, and the tax informations were given by the ruler. Immediately first and second estate people, they gave the support to the ruler, and through the way of this election system, the ruler came to a conclusion that he can impose the tax. But this system of election was completely protested by the third estate people. They said this type of election system is totally a wrong method of election. You have to conduct an open election throughout the nation. So rulers said immediately, no, this kind of system will not follow. We follow only the old regime. Immediately third estate group of people, they boycotted and they gathered in a place, tennis court. Okay, so tennis court they gathered, and there they took a pledge. This pledge is called as an historical important pledge, tennis court oath. They all gathered and they decided to design a new constitution in favor of third estate. So what type of constitution they would have designed. We'll see in the upcoming slides. One side in tennis court, Mirabeau and Abbassy, they were designing the new constitution. On the other side, when we see in the village, a very big problem arose. Villagers, they got a rumor news that the manors, that is the richest landlords of the village, they are going to spoil the crop which is getting ready for the harvest. So this information spreaded like a forest fire throughout the France in each and every village. Now the villagers were furiated and they started attacking the manor's house. In this way, villagers, that is the uneducated people, also they started protesting. On the other side, in tennis court, also people were protesting and they were vigorously preparing the new constitution. On the other hand, one more highlighting incident happened, which is considered as the climax of this French Revolution. What it is, we'll see in the next slide. The third important attack in France was Bastille prison attack. This we saw already when I started this first episode part. In the Bastille prison, innocent French people were imprisoned unnecessarily, and this unruly crowd attacked the prison and they released the prisoners, fired the jail. So on July 14, 1789, they started declaring themselves that they got the independence. Hope you should have come across now why people celebrated that particular day and month. Even today, France is celebrating her Independence Day every year, July 14. So 3 incidents at a time was happened in France. Now what happened later, we'll see now in the next slide. Now, French ruler Louis XVI was blocked in all the ways. 3 areas, entire France is burning. What to do? How to control these riots? How to control this revolt? In the meantime, 4th August 1789, Mirabeau and Abbassy with other experts, they completed their constitution and they handed over to the constitution to the ruler. Ruler doesn't want to sign, but he wanted to keep a full stop for the issue which is burning throughout the nation. So at last, because of the pressure, ruler accepted the constitution. Now we are going to see the 3 important clauses of this constitution, which is mainly designed by the third estate. Number 1 is they abolished the feudal order. That is, further there is no first estate, second estate or third estate. All are equal in front of the law. The second important clause, the agricultural lands which were under the control of the church was totally snatched, that is confiscated. Third one is, the very important one is, they separated church and the politics. Religion is different, administration is different. In this way, the 3 important clauses were designed in the new constitution. After this, France came under the control of constitutional monarchy. Further, we'll see in the next video. Until then, it's bye from Kalyani. Dear students, hope this video would have given valuable information for you. To watch my upcoming videos, subscribe my channel, give your likes and pass your comments. Don't forget to press the bell button for the future notification. Bye.